Hey besties, welcome back to a new video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Daniela. We love shopping, beauty, fashion, makeup, cats, coffee, traveling. Am I missing something? Anything you could think of that's like good in life, we love that here. And I would love for you to subscribe so you could come back for more, and so we can be besties for the resties. Today, oh my gosh, so highly requested. Y'all have been wanting a makeup tutorial, how I do my makeup. This is my everyday makeup. This is all I know how to do, honestly. So I'm gonna show my besties how to do it because I feel like it's really easy, really simple, and I think majority of the stuff that I use is from the drugstore. There might be a couple of things that aren't from the drugstore, but literally you can do everything from the drugstore now. You'll see. Okay, I have some really old makeup, so don't judge me. Okay, this is me telling you right now not to judge me. Anyways, bestie, before we jump into today's video, I just need to give a big shout out. Valentine's Day is coming up. Okay, you need gift ideas right here. Rose Forever. Oh, these are so stunning. These are so stunning. I will never ever stop talking about them. I have had this, it's about to be a year. It's about to be a year. These are beautiful, and I feel like this will make the perfect Valentine's Day gift for your loved ones or for yourself, bestie. Always treat yourself. They have so many colors, so many shapes, so many sizes. Like, you can really customize it. But I love these because they can last you literally like for a long time, almost a whole year. They look brand new. Literally, look up close. I have two cats and they love, like, this is displayed in my room. They love coming and like biting on this or like trying to scratch it, so I have to like shoo them away. They love these, but I love these. These are so beautiful. So if y'all are interested in how you can purchase one of these beautiful bouquets, I have everything linked down in my description box along with the coupon code that y'all can use. But honestly, like, how beautiful. Okay besties, but let's jump in to this makeup haul. Look, beautiful, right? We're gorgeous, we're stunning, we're always stunning. Okay, let's jump in so I can show you how to do this. Hello beautiful. Okay, we're clipping our hair. That's the first thing, and then I'm gonna pull you in a little bit closer and we're gonna start with the famous eyebrows. I know y'all ask me about my eyebrows all the time. First thing you want to do is grab a flathead brush, something like this. I don't remember where I got this. And then I love using this Merit beauty stick, but you can honestly use any kind of stick. I like having like a cream stick to use to conceal my brows because I feel like it's a lot easier to work with rather than like a liquid. So that's why I do this way, but you can do it with a concealer, any kind of texture you like. I just feel like it's so much easier to work this way, and it literally lasts me forever. I'll speed this process up, but I'll start off slow. So this is what I do. This is why I like to use a flat brush, because it's so much easier to work with. So again, we're concealing our brows, basically cleaning them up. I do need to get them threaded. They're a little messy, but it's so simple. I dip the brush a little bit in that concealer and then I just work my brow. As you can see, it's very simple, but basically it's like you're just cleaning it up, lining it up, and making sure it looks straight. Now we have both sides done. This is just the bottom part. Now I move on to the top, doing the same thing, dipping it back into that concealer. I'm gonna conceal the top of my brow. Take your time, don't work fast. You know, I've done this for years, so it's gotten a little bit easier for me, but I'm a perfectionist, so I want to make sure it looks perfect. But I swear, concealing your brows is the key to making them look fabulous. Honestly, I feel like this is why I get so many compliments on my eyebrows, because I clean them up and I just love having bold eyebrows. You can have natural looking eyebrows but still make them bold when you clean them up, but I am just following my brow line. As you can see, I do have micro shading slash microblading done, so that's why it already looks a little bit filled, but I'm just following my natural brow, the temple, how I want the arch to look. We're just going with the brow line and working really slowly, and that's gonna give you that perfect look. Now we're done with both, making sure they look even, liking the way that they look. Next up is filling the brows. So even though I have micro shading done, I still like to fill in my brows. And I love using this Essence brow powder. I feel like it is the best thing. It's literally lasted me years, but I've only used this dark brown shade. I feel like it's the closest to my eye color or to my eyebrow color. Absolutely love it. I'm gonna take an angled brush. This is from NYX. Dip it in just a little bit. I have a really light hand when it comes to this because it is very pigmented and I still want a more natural look. So I'll brush them a little bit, brush them up, kind of make them nice and neat. And then the few little spots that I see that are like sparse and have like, you know, they don't look as filled, that's what I'm gonna fill in. So it's not even the entire eyebrow, mainly right here. I will go and do my micro shading again. I'm waiting to schedule my appointment, but in the meantime, this is what I do. Just fill in those few little spots that might need a little extra love. Very easy. Again, this is up to you. Fill them how you want to fill them. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. This is something I love doing, and I love using a powder because to me, I feel like it's a little bit more natural, at least on my skin, and it's really easy for me to work with. Once I finish that up, I check, make sure it's even because I'm a perfectionist. I want them to be twins, not cousins, not siblings, but twins. It also depends on my makeup look. Sometimes I do a more bold, sometimes a little less. It just depends on how I'm feeling. I also like to use an eyebrow gel. I'm not using that today, but I wanted to show y'all. I'll either do the powder or I'll do this Essence tinted eyebrow gel. Absolutely love this. Sometimes I layer them together, sometimes I do either or. It just depends, but today we just did the powder, but wanted to show you both. But eyebrows done. Now we're moving on to lashes. My lashes stress me out, but here we go. So I've just been using the e.l.f. eyelash curler. It's okay, it's a little busted, you can see, but you know what? You're just gonna curl your lashes for a long time. Literally just hold it there. I do it about 3 times on each eye. Hold it, let it go, hold it, let it go. You know, do 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 do. That's what was going in my head. But we're gonna curl them first. I always curl them before I put any type of mascara on. I'm always gonna curl them, and so far this eyelash curler has been good to me. So that's what we do first. Today I'll be going in with the e.l.f. lash extender. It's a tubing mascara. So far I feel like this one has been working the best for me. I like how small and thin the little brush is, but I just feel like this is the best one for me to work with. Honestly, my eyelashes lately just have not been wanting to eyelash, but they did pretty decent for this. But that's the mascara I'm using. I usually do one coat. Sometimes I'll go in with another coat, but I never really do multiple coats. I don't know, I feel like it doesn't work out for me. But the tubing mascara, this one specifically, has just been giving me the best lashes. It doesn't clump up too much. It doesn't, I don't know, it just makes it look the nicest, if that makes sense. That's such a long explanation, but that's what we're doing here. Now that we have our lashes done, we're gonna be working on our face. One of my favorite things, because I feel like I'm painting my face, we're using my holy grail. I love this product so much. L'Oreal True Match. It is the nude tinted serum, tinted moisturizer, whatever you want to call it. This is like a filter in a bottle. This is my favorite thing ever. Love it so much. I always use a beauty blender with it. The only thing I hate about it is the applicator, but the way I apply this is with a brush. So you see this flathead like foundation type of brush. Since I hate the applicator of it, I just kind of like dip the brush on it and then I just start painting my face. And this is like my favorite part because I feel like it's the easiest thing, you know. It feels like I'm Picasso. But this shade is actually such a good match. Love this shade on me. Love the consistency of this. Love everything about this bestie. Once we've painted the face, we're gonna go in and blend that out. Right now is the first layer, but when I use my beauty blender, I always pat on there. I don't swipe. I pat, pat, pat all around, making sure I get all of the creases, all of the whatever. Just pat. I feel like that gives the best complexion, I guess that's what I want to say. But pat it all. Oh my gosh, girl. Okay, you know what? I'm ending it there. I don't do voiceover, so this is always weird for me. But pat, 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 pat. You get the idea. Finished with the first layer, but now I'm gonna go in with the second layer. I usually do about 2 layers, so I'm just gonna do the same thing. Pat it in just a few spots. I'm not gonna use as much product as I did the first time, but I'm just gonna get in the areas where I'm usually a little bit more red or a little bit more pores, you know, just kind of spot and go. Does that make sense? But yes, that's what we're doing right now. And then of course, we're following back in, pat, 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 pat. Look how fast I'm working. And then we're done with the face, and now we can move on. Okay, I guess technically we're not done with the face. We're doing the concealer next, but I've been using this e.l.f. It's the Hydrating Camo Concealer. I really like vary between concealers, but this is what I've been using lately. And I don't use too much product because I've noticed it started creasing a little bit too much when I used more. So this is about how much I go in. Sometimes I'll pat it on just a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less, but this is basically my technique, how much I do, and kind of spread it around my face using the same beauty blender. We're gonna pat again and pat this all on. And we're all done. Now we're moving on to the contour portion. Contour, bronzing, whatever you want to call it. I always use bronzing colors, but this is the Milani. I've actually really been loving this. This is the shade Honey. This is a newer product to me, and I really like it. I've been experimenting more with creamy liquid products because I feel like since I've gotten older, my face tends to dry up a little bit more, but I'm still very oily in my T-zone. So I'm trying to mix in a little bit more liquid products with powder products. Well, this is what I'm doing with this product. Again, spot, 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 but it's mainly because I had some leftover product on the little wand, so I wanted to use that before like squeezing more. But these are the few areas that I put it in. Usually focus on my cheeks because I have a rounder face, and then I feel like I have a pretty big forehead, so I focus on my forehead, but I'll touch up a few other pieces, and then I will go ahead and blend this out. I've been using this Merit Beauty. It is I think it's a foundation brush, but I've had this for so long. It's so smooth and so soft. I really like the bristles on it, and I feel like it blends out so nice when I use it. But once again, what are we doing? Pat, pat, pat. Never, is it smear? Swipe. Never swipe. You can swipe sometimes, but don't always because it will move product around. So that's why I recommend patting, because it'll keep everything in place and not move around your makeup or give you that like the little sparse looking areas, if that makes sense. I can't think of the word. You know, bestie, I can never think of the word. But we're working it in, and we're going to be blending all of this out. All done. We've added some color to our skin, nice and bronze. Now we're going in with some blush. This is another new product, L'Oreal Lumi blush. Absolutely love it. Again, this is new to me, new to using cream liquid blushes, and I have been loving this one. Oh my gosh, this is so stunning, bestie. I pat it on. It's pigmented, but you can still apply a decent amount and blend it out. It blends out so nicely. It's such a beautiful shade, and it has like a little glow, so it's like a highlighter type of little thing. Anyways, I use this e.l.f. brush, and I just pat it on all over, and I just love the little look it gives. It's such a pretty shade. Like, look how nice that is. It just looks so natural, and it blends into the skin so nicely, and it's very buildable. So if you want more, you can definitely add more. I will be adding more, but it's going to be powder products, so I go in very lightly with my liquid products. Now once we finish that up, I'm just gonna pat under my eyes just to get any creases out, because I am about to set that with some loose powder. So we want to make sure we don't have any creases before we set our makeup, because then that powder is gonna set into those creases and it's just not gonna be cute. So I'm just like patting up. I'm just patting a few spaces and cleaning up a little bit. I am going to be using this e.l.f. It is the Halo Setting Powder, and it is in the pink shade. I absolutely love this because I feel like it's so nice and brightening. And I'm going to use this little powder puff, and I'm going to dip in. I'm going to be a very light hand with it. I pour some out into the lid. I'll tap it on just a little bit and then kind of shake off the excess just a little bit, and then start patting it under the eye. Again, the biggest key to makeup is patting everything, bestie. Pat it all in there. But I'm going to do this to both eyes just to seal it. And I usually just use the loose powder under my eyes, and then for the rest of my face, I use a pressed powder. Onto the pressed powder. Oh my gosh, I love this. This is Lancome matte finish. I don't know what it's called exactly, but I love this. It is on the pricier side, but it is so worth it. It lasts me forever, but this is the best. It smells really nice, but it's just the best pressed powder in my opinion. I use an e.l.f. brush, and very lightly I dip my brush in there and pat all over my face. I'll go in over the entire thing, as you can see. Very, very light hand, because I don't want to take away all of the color, but I just want everything to set in place. And once we finish that up, I'm going to go in with some powdered bronzer. This is another OG. It is the Hoola Benefit bronzer. I love this one, but I know there's very similar ones at the drugstore, but I've had this one forever. I don't even know where this brush is from. You can see it's pretty old, but just a little angled brush I'm gonna use for my nose. This is how I contour my nose. Again, very, very light hand. You don't want to do too much. Pat it in a little bit. I always shake off the excess on the brush, and then I go in and contour my nose. And take your time with this. You know, it's not the easiest thing, it's not the hardest thing, but just follow your nose and kind of do the contour how you want, kind of where you want the natural shadows to hit, but just like the appearance of a more slender nose. So this is what I do. Also, always bring it up. You see how I'm doing it under my brows and my brow bone, just to elongate it and make it look more natural, like as if the sun is hitting me. I like to blend it out. Next, I take another brush, a bigger brush. It's a little bit more dense. I'm not sure where this brush is from. Again, a very old brush. But before I start contouring the rest of my face, I just like to blend out my nose a little bit more. And then I go in very light hand. It also depends how bold I want my makeup to be, how light. Today it's a very light-handed day, so I'm not doing too much. I'm not taking too much product on the brush, but I'm just blending it out. Again, this is to your liking, what you like, but where I apply that liquid bronzer, that's where I'm gonna apply the powdered bronzer and just go in my face and kind of blend everything out and make it look as natural as possible. And I just love having color to my skin, giving me a little glow and just making me look healthy. Once I finish that up, I'll go back in with the same brush I used for the pressed powder and just clean up my face just a little bit. Sometimes I get a little messy with it, so I just want it to be all blended out seamlessly together. I hope that makes sense. Now we're going in with blush. I have lots of blushes. I haven't bought blush in a long time other than the liquid one. I was trying to figure out what I'm going to use today, and everything I have is old. So I'm just going to go in with this Tarte blush. I've had this for so long, but I really do like this one. Shade is Feisty. It's a nice, it has a little bit of pink but browns in it, and I feel like it'll match the shirt and the look today. I use this little angled brush. Oh my gosh, tongue twister. And then I just go in and pat away. Honestly, this is again up to you how much you want to put on. Do you want more blush? Do you want less blush? You can't go wrong here. This is whatever all of y'all like. Oh my gosh, I cannot think of my words, bestie. I really can't. But anyways, we're just patting in because I love blush and I love the color it gives. It just gives you that nice, healthy glow, beautiful, natural look. Oh, I love this color so much. Once we finish that up, we're gonna go in with our setting spray. I've been using this one. It is the e.l.f. All-Nighter Spray. Really good. It keeps my makeup in place. Love the fine mist. I spray it on a good amount depending on how hot it is outside or what the weather is like. And then we just wait and let that dry on the skin. Next is my favorites. I love highlighters so much. These are my two favorite. The brand is Ofra and this is the shade Star Island. I either use this one or I use the pinkish one. That was weird. Pinkish one. It's called Covent Garden. Oh, they're stunning. I checked. They're still available on the Ofra website. The packaging has just changed, but anyways, I use my handy dandy pinky and I will never ever ever not do inner corner highlighter. I think it is so beautiful. Look how pretty that is. Look how pretty that is. Oh my gosh, so stunning. I love the shine of this, y'all. This is so old. I'm embarrassed to even say how old it is, but it's so old, okay? And it still works so good. Look how good it works. But again, my handy dandy pinky comes in clutch for a lot of spots on my skin or on my face. So I use it for my inner corners, my nose, and for my cupid's bow. And I kind of blend it out just a little bit. And then I will do the rest of it with a brush. So I'll use this one. I don't know where this one's from. I can't remember. But honestly, I hit my entire face, bestie. All of it needs to be highlighted because I love highlighters so much, and this is what gives me that beautiful glowy look. I kind of swipe it on everywhere because why not? Why not? And then I use this one. It's a little bit wider and I do it on my cheeks, and oh, look how beautiful this is. Literally obsessed. Look at this. Wow. Icy, baby. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. Oh my gosh, we're so beautiful. Okay, next up is the lips. I have so many lip products, bestie, you already know, but I decided to keep it simple. We're gonna do a nude lip. Love my nude lips. We're gonna go in with this NYX lip liner. Definitely one of my favorites. The shade, I think, is Nude Truffle. Oh my gosh, this is the perfect brown. I absolutely love doing this. So I'm gonna line my lips first. Honestly, I really don't even like overlining my lips. I feel like it looks funny. And again, I'm gonna say this every single time, I am so happy I removed my lip filler because it was done so badly. I don't know if I'll do it again in the future. I would have to research and find a really good place, but it was so bad. It was so bumpy. I love my natural lips. They are a little bit smaller. I do wish my top lip was a little bit bigger, but you know what? It's okay. Natural beauty, baby. But if you like lip fillers, nothing against that. I love that as well. We're gonna go in with this and just line it. I love my Cupid's bow, and I'm just gonna go in lightly line all around before I go in with my lip gloss again. Oh, this is such a perfect shade of brown. It is so beautiful. I love the way this looks. I feel like this brown can go, like, it can be the base to so many lip products, or you could just wear it on its own, do your entire lip. It's just perfect. NYX has some of the best lip liners and I stand by that. Now we're gonna go in with some gloss. I've been loving lip gloss lately. This is the e.l.f. lip oil, still one of the top best lip oils at the drugstore. This is the shade Honey Talks. So beautiful. Oh my gosh, I just feel like this lip combo is perfect, and I love the consistency of this lip gloss. It is buildable as well, but it is such a good lip gloss. I definitely recommend checking it out and trying it for yourself. They have so many beautiful shades. And we are done, bestie. I love the look. It is so beautiful. Oh, my favorite ever. Thank you so much for watching today's makeup video. If you like this video, definitely leave a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. I would love for you to come back so we could be besties for the resties. But that is it for today. I hope you have the best day ever, and I can't wait to see you in my next video.